Clean with me on this hoarders clean. This is a very sensitive situation, which I'll go into a little bit more later on, but it is only a level 1 on the hoarders scale. If you don't know much about that, I'll explain a little bit more later on in the video, but it's only a level 1 on the hoarders scale, but there are some sensitive children around and a sensitive situation. So we're here today to get this property back up to the standard that it needs to be. We've got lots going on. We've got a full deep clean. We've got the mould remedial work going on as well. We're cleaning carpets and we're sanitising everything. We're going to be fogging throughout the property as well to make sure we clear all of those germs, including the mould spores, to stop it spreading throughout the property. Let's have a look at the property, let's run through, and then you can clean with us to get this up to standard where it needs to be. So we always work room by room, and we always work 2 technicians at least to a hoarders clean. So I've been working in here in the living room. We've got Steve working through in the bedroom, which he's already completed that room. There's no mould actual work in that room, so it is just a deep clean, carpet clean in there. And then we've got another bedroom, bathroom and kitchen as well. It's a small property, so it's causing us some issues from a kit perspective because we're quite tight on space, but we'll work through it. Luckily, we've been blessed with some good weather outside, so if we need to start moving kit outside, we will. This room though is now done from a clean down perspective, so I've cleaned all of the surfaces, ceiling, walls, everything right the way through with a mould disinfectant cleaner. So this is going to kill the mould spores as well as everything else, so it's moved it all off the surface. What I need to do now is paint the areas where there was mould. So this has been treated since I last quoted this, or since we did the quote visit, which actually was some weeks ago now. This is getting on to about 3 months, because that's how long it's taken to get through the process. There are local councils involved with this one and things like that, so it's taken quite a long time to get through. So, but I don't want to rely on the fact that they've already done that. We've quoted to do it, and this is going to help them long term. So I'm now going to paint the areas that were affected by the mould. It is more the external wall, as you would expect, so we can prevent that mould coming back through as well. Going to get that painted, then we're going to clean the carpets, and then we're going to fog everything just to be triple sure that the surfaces, that the mould spores are completely gone and killed. We're cleaning carpets throughout this property as well, which is really important because there are lots of germs and things on the carpets, and there are some very young children. So we need to get them really cleaned. It'll get the mould spores out as well, so it'll clean that. So we're using the right solutions to make sure we completely evaporate all of those mould spores and germs. However, but because of the mould, the damp that they do have in this property, we're not just using dehumidifiers, we are going to be using air movers as well, so we can dry the carpets without drying them too fast. That'll help us get these carpets dry before we leave, reducing the amount of moisture in the property, but also enabling them to continue and use the property from this evening when they need to come back in. Onto the bathroom now for me while Steve cracks on with the carpets in the living room. We're trying to get the carpets all cleaned. That's the last one to do. And we're just approaching kind of midday. So that will give them a good few hours for them to dry before this evening when the property needs to be used. It's also the paint as well. So we'll move the air movers into that front room and we'll get the air moving round so that dries. This is a room that is affected with mould, as you can see up around here. I think it's condensation mould, so we're going to clean the ceiling down, we'll kill all of that off, and then we will paint around those areas to make sure it can't come back through. And then once the front room is dry, we'll bring the air movers through into here. Once we've finished with the carpet cleaning equipment, myself and Steve can have a little bit more space in the kitchen then, so we can both tackle the kitchen and work our way out of the property. So we're literally moving stuff through. Making good time. Most important thing is just to take our time and make sure we get every last spot as clean as we can possibly get it to make sure it's fully safe. What I'll also say, before I get too many comments about it, is I should have the right PPE on. And I always advise all the team to make sure they've got the right PPE on. It has been issued to me. It is out in the truck. But it's not that bad in here. And I suppose I'm just one of those that doesn't always wear it. I might come to regret that later in life. But that's me, stubborn. Doesn't want to work in the heat with the mask on. Our products are also quite gentle because they're eco-friendly as well. Some, if you were working with a really strong bleach of some sort, I would not advise it at all. You've got to break a few eggs to make an omelette, and that's definitely what we've done in this bathroom. If you have a look at the ceiling, hopefully you can see that. It now looks disgusting all over, which it didn't before. So we are going to paint the full ceiling, and I've also made but everything else has come up great. So I'm going to clean the floor through now, just tidy up a bit, and then I'm going to tackle the ceiling, get that repainted. This room's then done, and we've just got the kitchen hallway, and we're done. So we're on the final stretch to do now. We've got the fogging to do, and then just the floors in the kitchen and the hallway. Those floors are a cheaper kind of laminate, so we need to be careful with those. So that will just be a spray, a steam, a light steam, and then a mop off, which we'll show you shortly. There are some areas that we can't get to. We can't move a lot of the clothes and blankets that are around. We've been instructed to allow them to put them away, but we're going to fog everything. The worst bit is that's still annoying us is there's a smell. There's obviously lots of dogs and things around. You've probably been able to hear those in the background. So the fogging will help us with that, and we'll be able to neutralise that smell as well. So we're going to crack on with that now. So that's it, all done, full deep clean right the way through, including the mould treatment, carpet cleaning, repainting for the mould in places as well. It's been a really good clean, we've made good time. Customers absolutely over the moon, already been in, had a quick look around, and is quite excited to get in and just put their own stuff away now, which is good. So hopefully that is just helping them get back to the way things should be, and just keeping their home the way they actually want it. And so that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I will give you a quick tour around now so you can see exactly what the final result is like. But please do click that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, so if you want to learn how to clean quicker, easier, and for less money than before, plus see some great behind the scenes jobs and see some great behind the cleans videos as well. Thank you very much for watching, and we hope to see you next time. Bye bye.